What's going on, everyone? I'm your host, Chris. This is the Otterline Report. We're going to dive into yesterday's results, some headlines, and today's picks. All right, so let's get this thing started. So yesterday in the NHL, the model went 5 wins, 2 losses, so an excellent night there. And then NBA, we went 8 wins and 2 losses. So good night for the model across both sports, NHL and NBA. And if you are curious, in the spring, we will be adding MLB, which should be a lot of fun given there's so much data available to us. So we're very excited for MLB in the spring and hoping that that is a great addition to the model. And then potentially in the fall, NFL maybe could happen. It's a very popular betting sport, so it almost feels like we have to have it just for that reason. And that should be fun too. But anyway, next big thing is spring MLB. I'm looking forward to that. Now, going to yesterday, super unfortunate that, well, I'm happy that the NBA only lost 2 picks. I'm a little sad that one of them was our picks. But hey, we went 2 wins, 1 loss on NBA last night, and we went 0 for 2 on our hockey picks, which is unfortunate. But we actually ended the night pretty much even because of the way we did our units. So kind of a break even kind of night for us. Milwaukee, how was that one? So we had Milwaukee. That was a nice win. 130% return on Milwaukee last night over Chicago. $100 bet, $230 payout. You got to love that. So that actually helped make up some of the losses from the other games. So the night actually ended up pretty good in the end. Hockey was a tough one. Pittsburgh lost again in overtime. Just such a close game. That was a little unfortunate. Edmonton couldn't get past Toronto. Like I just think like Toronto has a lot to prove right now. So like the pressure was just really on for Toronto, and they came through against Edmonton. But other games we did well. I was really happy to see the Ottawa play win. So they lost. That was what we wanted, and yeah, the model looked good. So let's fast forward. Okay. Oh, one thing I did want to bring up. So Cirelli gets injured, and Team Canada decides to replace him with Bennett. So Sam Bennett has joined Team Canada's men's hockey team. We send our best wishes to Anthony Cirelli as he recovers from an injury. So for Team Canada, I feel this is good news. I feel as a Florida Panthers fan, this is bad news. You do not want Sam Bennett getting injured in the Olympics. All the Panthers have played a ton of hockey, basically a whole other season at this point with 3 Stanley Cup runs. And then there was the last year, the all the countries played in the NHL. I forget what they called it. And then you have the Olympics this year. So just a ton of hockey for these guys. If Sam Bennett gets injured in the Olympics, that is a monumental failure for the Panthers. It's just so as a Panthers fan, I'm not happy about Bennett going. But for him and his career, it's obviously a good thing. So that's big news there. But anyway, let's look at the NBA for today. So let me just summarize our picks real quick. So today we have lots of games in the NHL, 2, 4, 6, 7 games in the NBA. In the NBA, we are taking Minnesota, OKC, and Boston. And in the NHL, we're taking Columbus and Montreal. So you might be asking, why? Why those picks? Well, let's look at it. And by the way, my record for the season so far is 86 wins, 60 losses for a 59% win rate. And I'm actually underperforming the model. So I would be better off just to bet all games, but I don't really like doing that. Because you'd have to size it all properly. And anyway, let's see. Yeah, power plays this week are 10-3, 77%, while I'm 7-5. So, geez, it makes you wonder if you should just bet all the power plays, you know? Anyway, so let's look at today. Let's see. So let's start with the NHL. We're taking the Montreal Canadiens and the Columbus Blue Jackets. So when we look at our consensus page, so this is for premium subscribers for the otterline, otterline.club. It's $10 per month. You get access to all this data. So in this page, I'm testing a different algorithm. So the way the model has typically performed is there was 5, but now there's 4. 4 models vote on who's going to win a game, and we get our picks from that. But now that we have enough data on each and every model, I've created a weighted system using 3 of the models. NBA uses 3 models. It's absolutely cooking. So this vector 3 decision model, this is using only 3 picks, and it uses confidence levels. And each model takes a vote, inputs their confidence, that gives extra bonus for each pick. So I'm kind of liking this. So the backbone of the model is still this consensus page, but I am testing vector 3 decision model. And if this works out well, we'll go ahead and switch over to using this style. And this is what we'll do in the MLB as well. This decision model, vector 3, NBA we call it Nexus 3. MLB we'll think of a name. So where did I get those picks from? So we have these confidence meters on the side. So Dallas, that would be a fine pick. It's just there's not a lot of value in that pick. At 66% chance to win, you get almost no money back. It's like a 40% return or less. So even if it's like almost a sure thing, I don't like the risk to reward on that. So that kind of voids that one for me personally. And then we would go ahead and look at the Columbus Blue Jackets. So the models like this pick. They're fairly confident in it. The odds are good. It's an elite level pick. So we go ahead and we go on Columbus Blue Jackets. So tonight in the NHL, we have Chicago Blackhawks taking on Columbus Blue Jackets. All 3 models agree. And our own model is fairly confident, 76%, which when it got into that category, it's been pretty good. So we're taking Columbus based on this vector 3 decision model being the second best bet for the night. And then right below that, this game is kind of a 50-50 split pick'em, and we've got 3 models agreeing on the Canadiens, and it's verified, which is just below elite. So like they're fairly confident in it, and we go with that. So tonight we're taking Columbus and Montreal based purely on the model's decision. So that's where those picks come from. And we will look over at the NBA, and I will say Montreal technically here the underdog. That may shift as the day goes on, but when Montreal is the underdog, they have performed well. So let's go ahead to the NBA. So our picks in the NBA, we have Minnesota, OKC, and Boston. So the Boston one is crazy to me. We've got 3 models agreeing. Otterline's kind of a medium confidence on it, but the odds are crazy. It's almost a 3x for if Boston wins. So I went a half unit on that game, but if we get this right, that's just crazy. So the Rockets are the heavy favorite, heavy favorite. But all 3 models are agreeing with Boston tonight. So this is a huge value play. I only went half unit because I just can't believe that this works out. But I did take it because it's worth the risk for sure. And then OKC, where are you at? So here we have another 3 model agreement and elite level pick. OKC at 53% chance to win. This is basically a split, so that's great value there. And then we also have Minnesota. Where are you at, Minnesota? Minnesota, verified pick. They're 16-5. So yeah, that's kind of where our picks are from. The NBA. So NBA, I like to do basically 1 unit each because the model has performed so well in NBA, and then NHL half unit because it's been a little more mixed. But that Boston pick, I'm just going half unit because even if it wins, it's a great return even on half a unit. So that's kind of what we're looking at today. So yeah, if you like this data and you're happy with the results that you're hearing here on the podcast, then definitely go to otterline.club. Sign up for premium, $10 a month. It's basically just enough money to keep things running, and you'll get access to all the data. So you just here on the consensus page, there's NHL consensus, NBA consensus, where you get this chart where you can look and see how confident we are in each and every pick, and then it'll break down the record for it as well. So like elites, there's 3. So the elite badge will update by 3. So if all 3 win, we'll go 26-4. If 2 win, we'll go 25-5. So it's all verified. It's all transparent. We don't try to hide anything or boost our numbers. This is all updated in real time, right in front of you. And final thing I show you, if you do go to our picks tab, you see we have NHL, NBA, MLB in April, and it's all kind of laid out here. So it shows here the cleanest play for the day, Columbus, and then these are kind of the value picks, and then these are the underdog picks, and then I'll show all my plays as well. So yeah, that's it today. Hope you guys crush your picks tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow.